Hello and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we've got a debut Fog of War puzzle for you today, themed a bit on Halloween. I think it's called Creatures in the Fog, and it's by, well, I'm going to say Bridget. It could be Brigitte, but it's actually BR1312TE. Although I've noticed at the end of the rules it says Love Bridget, so I'm going to go for Bridget and hope that's correct. And yeah, we've got these funny, well, basically the grid, which is covered in fog, but it also apparently contains zombies, poltergeists, headless horsemen, vampires, oh, and fog. So I've no real clue what's going on here. It's got, I think, 2 stars out of 5 for difficulty, so it ought to be approachable. I know so many of you love your Fog of War Sudokus. Well, here is another one. Apparently it's very, very good. So I'm looking forward to trying this. But I'm commencing this video with my mind absolutely blown. Sometimes YouTube shows you videos that just take your breath away. Literally take your breath away. Now, so the journey I've been on this morning began on Facebook, where I am friends with Wei Hua Huang, who is one of the finest puzzle solvers and puzzle creators probably that's ever lived. I think 7-time world puzzle champion, something like that. Anyway, Wei Hua published or posted this picture and said that apparently somebody has, played a real game of chess that resulted in this checkmate. Just think about that for a moment. And I mean, it's absolutely ludicrous. You can see the final move there with the queen coming backwards. But the way this checkmate was achieved was via under-promotion of all the pawns. But why under-promoted all the pawns, so didn't always convert them to queens, moved all those pieces back into their original positions, and then in the coup de grace, place the queen to achieve checkmate. Now, that in and of itself is sort of a head-wrecking thing. But I explored this a bit and I discovered that there is footage of this happening, and it wasn't played in some low-level game. This was played in a match featuring 2 Grandmaster players. The feat was achieved by Aman Hambleton against Ruben Kolner. And what if I was then to tell you that the position or the sort of the craziness starts with a lot of pawns left on the grid and a couple of knights, and Aman has something like 20 seconds on the clock, and by the time he has to come up with the ideas to under-promote the pawns and then achieve this position, there's sort of 5 seconds on the clock for most of it. I think he had to move something like 150 times in 30 seconds in order to achieve this. And you can watch it. You can watch him doing it. And I believe in online chess you can pre-move, so you can guess what your opponent's going to do and therefore enter your move in advance, which obviously is great if you turn out to be correct. If you turn out to be incorrect, I think you get a 0.1 penalty in terms of time. So, but seeing this achieved, it's like seeing somebody solve a Rubik's cube while not looking at it in 1 second, or just going like that. It is absolute magic. I will put the link to this under the video, and just prepare to have your minds blown. It is a phenomenal feat of genius, in my opinion. Just crazy nuts, and I really, really enjoyed it. Hopefully you can tell from my description of it. Anyway, that's by the by. There are other things going on today. What else did I need to mention before we read the rules of the puzzle? I've got a few birthdays to do. I should definitely mention, well, we're closing in on Halloween. Halloween is tomorrow. This is a Halloween puzzle. We'll have another Halloween themed puzzle for you tomorrow, I'm sure. But on the 1st of November, so just in 2 days' time, we have a brand new Sudoku hunt coming for you from the Skunk Works. Themed, well, it's Duality 2. It's a sequel to a very popular Sudoku hunt we released about a year ago. Get ready, 4 p.m. UK time, the competition will begin. Now, let me do some. Oh, actually, Halloween themed puzzles. Let me talk more about those. We've got a couple of free ones in our apps. So, for those of you who don't know, we publish a suite of apps. The main difference between our apps and everyone else's apps is that our apps feature handmade puzzles by the world's best constructors. And if you download the Cracking the Cryptic app, which is sort of the base app, that actually features a whole load of free puzzles. And we've added a couple of Halloween themed puzzles, one of which is fog related. So you might enjoy those, so check that out. Try and remember to put a link on the screen. But let's do some birthdays. Let's go to Connor. Connor, you've turned 27 today. And I know this because your girlfriend Isabel wrote to us and told us how you would be celebrating. And it sounds jolly civilized to me. Millionaire shortbread, dinner out, and board games. Absolutely fantastic. Connor, have a great 27th birthday. Sounds like you're getting your calories, so that's one of the most important things. Next, Morgan. Morgan, you've turned 18 today. Oh, to be that young again. Your girlfriend Georgia wrote to me and said you'd appreciate a shout out. So Morgan, many happy returns. I hope you also get chocolate cake, of course. And then finally, Stanton. Stanton, your wife Carr wrote to me, and she said that if you add up the years that have gone by in your life, you would get a secret number. Now, what could that be? Well, those of you who've watched the channel will know that a secret I sometimes share with my favourite people is that the Sudoku digits, one each of the Sudoku digits sum to 45. So Stanton has achieved the grand old secret age of 45 today. Well done, Stanton. I hope you have a great day. Many happy returns, and I hope you enjoy chocolate cake. Now, with that said and done, let us turn our attention to Creatures in the Fog by Brigitte. I don't know which to go for, but let me read you the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. But strange things are afoot, it says. So normal Sudoku rules means we have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Creatures of the night have invaded the land. Each row, column, and box contains one creature, marked by a coloured dot. All creatures are marked. Okay, so these must be creatures. Cells containing a creature index either the row, column, or box number read in normal reading order they're placed in. Okay, let's just stop there and check that we understand what that means. So this creature is in row 4 of the grid, it's in column 2 of the grid, and it's in box 4 because we read the boxes in normal reading order. So box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, etc. down here to box 9. So I think what that is saying is that this digit is only has a choice of being 2 or 4. Row 4, box 4, column 2. Yeah, I think that's what that's saying. Each number assigned to a creature is unique and can't be repeated. Okay, so all of the creatures have to contain different numbers. Zombies marked by green dots. We've got 2 of those. Zombies have an infectious bite. Orthogonally adjacent cells are even when the zombie's number is even, or odd when the zombie's number is odd. Okay, so that means if, well, people are going to say that's solving, so I better do this one. So if this is even, that's interesting as well. All of those would be even. They are the orthogonally connected cells. If it's odd, all of these have to be odd. We'll move swiftly on. Poltergeists marked by a grey dot. Poltergeists throw everything into disarray. Orthogonally adjacent cells are either all higher than the poltergeist's number or all lower. So those are the orthogonally connected cells. Orthogonally connected just means shares an edge with rather than shares a diagonal point with. So these are the orthogonally connected cells. So if this was a 5, these would either be all less than 5 or all greater than 5. Is how that would work. Headless horseman, marked by an orange dot. Okay, let's try it. I'll use the pen tool. Let's put an orange dot here and think about what this means. So headless horseman, a Oh, they have a knight's reach. Cells a chess knight's move away from the horseman can't contain the same digit as the horseman's number. So, if this was a 1, I'm not going to put 1 in the middle in case it's the correct digit because it will clear the fog, then none of these squares could contain the digit 1 because the 1 would be a knight's move away from a horseman, and that's not allowed. Now we've got vampires marked by a red dot. Let's go to red. Vampires suck the power from their victims. Orthogonally adjacent cells sum up to the... So you couldn't put a vampire here, actually, because that would be saying those 4 digits sum to that digit, and the sum of 4 different Sudoku numbers is 10 or higher. And I can't write 10 into a single Sudoku cell, so that is not where a vampire is going. But I think we understand how vampires work. And then finally, this wonderful fog. The land is covered in fog. Putting in correct digits will lift the fog. No guessing is required. The monster under your bed will know if you cheat. Love Bridget. So this is this wonderful innovation for computer solving, where we can do fog of war puzzles, and we're meant to clear the fog in the order that Bridget has designed. So do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now I'm actually going to start here because we worked out that the possible digits in this square were 2 and 4, and something they have in common is that they are both even. Now green, was it zombie? Yeah, zombies basically, they force the orthogonal cells to have the same parity. I wonder if maybe I'll just shade them all. I'll shade them all blue. Blue is the colour I'm meant to use for even digits, because the best 2 colours in our palette for distinguishing for colourblind folk are orange and blue. So if I make that cell orange, hopefully you'll see they're very distinct. So we tend to make orange odd numbers because they both begin with the same letter, for no other reason than that. I'm going to do this one as well, because as we were thinking about it, I was realizing that if this was even when we were doing the instructions, that would make all 4 of those squares even by zombie logic. But you can't have 5 even digits in a Sudoku box because there are only 4 even digits in Sudoku, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So I think this has to be odd. These have to be odd. These have to be even, therefore. Oh, God, I had a moment there where I was thinking, no, this is broken. But it's not broken, because I was thinking about the indexing of this number, and I realised it's in row 8 and column 8, and 8 is not even, so I was suddenly thinking, but no, it's in box 9, isn't it? So the only odd number that we can put in the index cell is 9, and this is going to clear fog, so let's see. Oh. Well, no, okay. I mean, it did. No, well, all right, I'll do it. 4, 6 and 8 into those squares. But it didn't really reveal anything by way of... I suppose it's not that surprising. Well, it gave us a given digit, but the fact is it clears the fog from the surrounding area. Now we know each box contains a creature, so we're not going to reveal lines and things under the grid, are we, this time? So, okay, this is slightly worrying. This must do something. Now, what was this? A poltergeist. They throw everything into disarray. All the numbers are either higher or lower. Okay, so what are the index possibilities for this? It's in box 6, it's in row 6, and it's in column 9. So, well, obviously, if it's 9, these digits would automatically be all lower. If it's 6, then... I'm a bit confused about. If it's 6, these could be from 7, 8, and 9, and all be higher. That could be 8. That could be 9. That could be 7. Oh, hang on. Right, I'm not understanding. Oh, okay. Let's come back here. Because if these 4 squares are even, those 5 squares are odd, aren't they? Golly, hang on. Sorry about this. I am not seeing this at all, am I? What's going on? There's nowhere else to look, so presumably I must be able to do something relatively intelligent. 1, 3, 5 and 7 into those squares. Have I misunderstood the rules? Oh, hang on. Is there Oh, okay. Maybe we've got to actually do Sudoku with creatures then. There will be a creature in those squares. Oh, I'm going to have to use a new colour for this. What colour should we have for a creature? Purple? Okay, there is a creature in one of these by Sudoku, because each column contains a creature and you can't repeat a creature in a box. So this one's already had its creature, this one's already had its creature. So there's a creature up here, there's a creature in there. Now, is that useful? Let's think. I'm not sure it is, if I'm honest. No. I mean, the creature here will be in column 4, row 5, box 5. Okay, so maybe this is what we have to do. So in this box... Oh, no, I know what it is. Oh, goodness. No, it's much easier. It's much easier than I realised. But I got the idea from this box. But we can't repeat numbers, can we? So that's got to be a 6. We can't have the same number in a creature. So I get a 6 here. Right, that gets me a 6 here. Oh, look, here we go. We're off and running. We're off to the races. Okay, so we've now had 6 and 9. And we've got some more given digits sprinkled around. 6 has to be up there by Sudoku. Okay, but I'm going to come back, because the thing that made me think about this was I was thinking about what the indexes had to be in the creature that's in one of these squares. Now, because it's in row 5 and box 5, either of those indexes would mean there's a 5 here, but the only other opportunity is going to be a column number, isn't it? Which is going to be 4, 5 or 6 if it's here. But it can't be 6 because of this 6. So it is. So the creature here is a 4 or a 5. I don't know if that's useful. It would be very useful if for some reason that's supposed to be well, if that's supposed to be a 4, then it would have to be a 5 in here. Okay, look, I've spotted there's more Sudoku to be done. It doesn't help, but let's do it. Let's also make sure that we keep our parity colouring going. So there's a 7 in one of these now. There's a 7 up here. There's a 7 in one of those because of this 7. Forces the 7 into these squares. Yeah, okay, so I mustn't neglect my Sudoku. But what do we do now? I don't know. Okay, what's the index in one of those 3 squares? So it could be row 1, row 2, row 3. So it could be a 1, 2 or a 3. None of those have been used up yet. Or it could be box 3. Or it could be columns 7, 8 or 9. Oh goodness, that's a lot of things, isn't it? I suppose it couldn't. No, it would be in column 7. So the indexer in this box is 1, 2, 3 or 7. It must be one of those things. Okay. What on earth am I meant to do next? I don't know at all. This is very peculiar. Have I just misremembered the rules? Oh, there are other types of dots under the fog, but we're going to have to figure out what they are at some stage. Oh no, hang on. That being a 6. Oh, that okay. All right, I was forgetting the rules again. If this is a 6, these digits now have to be greater than 6, don't they? Because that is 8. So do these have to definitely be... These have to be an 8-9 pair. That's going to clear more fog. So 9 is in one of those squares now, as is 8. That feels like it's trying to do something, doesn't it? 6. Ah, there we go. 2 is in one of those squares, looking at this square. So that's become a 4. Now, that's got us another given digit here. It's taken 4 away from the options that we had in here to be the indexed digit. So the indexing digit now, we now know is a 5. There is a 5 in one of those squares because we can't use the 4 or the 6 as the splendiferous number or whatever it was called. So there is a 5 in here. There is a 5 in here, therefore. There is a 5 in one of those. But we don't know. Do we know where the... No, I don't think we do. Because the 5 is the box number, so it can literally go in any 3 of those positions and be correctly indexing. That's an even digit, isn't it? So let's blue that one in. Let's blue that one in. Blue that one in. Orange that one in. Oh, look. Is that... Oh, that's really good. Yeah. So now these squares are a 5, 7, 9 triple. Whoopsie. By Sudoku. So these are a 1, 3 pair by Sudoku. And the question is... So this is definitely an even number, isn't it? Because of Sudoku, I know that the 5 in this box is up here. So this square sees 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. It's even. It's not 6, 8 and it's not 2, so that's a 4. Oh, bobbins. I thought we were going to learn something from that. Okay, there's a 4 in one of those squares by Sudoku. Now we do learn that this is not the funny old digit, don't we? Because we can see it. It's not got whatever coloured creature is going to live in this box. So we now know the creature is in either column 4 or column 5. 3 is odd. Let's make that clear. That seems to have to be a 2, 5 pair. Well, that's great, because that means I now know where 1 is in this box, and it is there, which didn't clear any fog for me, but never mind. 5, that is an odd number. Right. So, what on... Oh, right, okay. I've got something. This is a very peculiar deduction, but I'm going to use it. In this box, we worked out that the creature, the indexing number, was either a 1, 2, or a 3, or it was a 7. Well, 1, 2, and 3 are all looking at my purple digit up here, so there must be a 7 up here. So this is now a 7, 8, 9 triple, with the 7 being the column indexer for the purple digit, which means that is not a 7. This is a 7. That's a 5 by Sudoku. Oh, that's lovely, because it was seeing all the other funny old digits. There's a 1 and a 3 up here now. Can we get this 2, 5 resolved? Ah, why do I think there's a 5 up there? I don't know. When did I put that pencil mark in? No, that is a missed pencil mark. 4 is up here. I was about to use that to get this, well, this resolved, but I don't think it's valid. Okay. Well, never mind. I spotted something else. I've got a red one down here. Now, what's a red one? A red one is a vampire. Okay, so this is some sort of arrow logic, isn't it? So these 3 digits add up to the vampire number, which... oh. Oh dear. Is there some cleverness that I can do there or not? It's not obvious to me, I have to say. Wow, okay. Alright, well that is... I suppose I don't need to make that purple, do I? That would seem a bit of an overkill. 1, 2, 3 and 5 into these squares. 2 in this box. If I've got 2, has to be there. Oh no, it didn't clear any fog. Okay, so these are 6 and 8. This digit is a 6 or an 8. These digits are definitely all odd digits because we've had all the evens in the row. Okay, well, so we know what these are, don't we? These are 1, 7 and 9. We know 5 is here. We know, so we know these are 2, 3 and 4. Let's put that in. It's probably Sudoku or something that's going to reveal some more digits to us. So these squares are 5, 8 and 6. And we know that the 5 needs to be here to be a correct indexer. That's become even. That we don't know about. And I've probably not used one of the rules. That's almost certainly the situation. The 5 here, what could it be? Is there some restriction based off... If it was there, could it be surrounded by only odd numbers? No, it couldn't. So it's probably not, whatever it is, a green one. But that's really actually not very restrictive, is it? It could probably... No, it's quite difficult for it to be the one where everything is either higher or lower than it. Oh, the headless horseman, what was that? Oh, that was the knight's move. Oh, that's going to be absolutely hopeless. Okay, let's try and think about other things then. So, what could we do? We can index this, can't we? That's why I keep forgetting the rules of the puzzles. That's in row 9, column... Oh, it can't be 6. It can't be 6 because we've already had the 6, so it's not 6. And it's in box 8. Now, have we had 8 or 9? And we've had 9. It's 8. There we go. Boom. Oh, it didn't... Well, that gets me a 6 here. Okay, so that's blue. Now, this was the sum of... Okay, so the... Yeah, that's good. Right, these 2 digits have to add up to 6 because I've got 2 here, and we know all 3 of these add up to 8. Now, this can't be a 2-4 pair because I've already got 4 in the box. So the only other way of doing it with different digits is with a 5-1 pair. So that's 5, that's 1. This isn't 1, that isn't 3. This... look, that's good. Oh, we get a 5. Now, what colour is that? Hang on, I can't really see. Orange. Orange is... Oh, that is a horseman. So that means that's taking 5 out of this square. Oh dear, that's very unhelpful. Oh, well, oh no. Okay, there's a 5 up here now by Sudoku in the columns. These 5s, these are all odd digits, aren't they? I'm not sure how much this parity shading is doing for me anymore, but we'll persevere a bit longer. No, okay, no, what I was about to say is just not right, so I will refrain from saying it. Can we do... Where are 7 and 9 in this box? That's a reasonable question. They are a pair, aren't they? So these two digits are 2 and 6, both of which are even. These are both odd. So 6 is in one of those squares. It's got quite a... Oh, that's lovely. 2. 2 is there by Sudoku. Oh, no. I thought we were going to learn things from that. We've had all the even digits in this row. So these have got to be odd. And they're not 7s and 9s. So they're 1s, 3s and 5s. And we can't use that. Oh, no. That 5 doesn't reach down there unless we're doing some sort of massive Tigger bounce. Yeah. My chest extends to knowing that isn't possible. Oh, this is a nice point. Where is the naughty digit? Where's the creature in box 7? It can't be in the same row as another creature. Now these two squares have been revealed, so the creature is there. So that is a creature. We'll use purple, aren't we? And there must be a creature up there now by creature Sudoku in columns 1, 2 and 3. Now what's the index of this? I've learnt now I'm meant to do that. So this is in column 1. It's not a 1. It's in box 7. It's not a 7, so it's its row number, which is 8. That's gorgeous. There we go. Oh no, that's wrong though. Well, how can that be right? I've got two numbers in the same creature. Oh, hang on. No, I don't know what, I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. Let's go back. I don't understand how when I put 8 there it actually worked when I already had a creature in this row. For some reason, yeah, I don't know what I did. I think I looked at this box, assumed the creature had to be in the cells that I had uncoloured, and then just did the Sudoku here and said it was there without realising that this was a creature. So in fact, it's okay, I think. I just need to check. I think that square is is unbounded by fog. Yeah, it is. So the creature is actually definitely there. That's in column 1, box 7. And row 7. So in fact that's a 1 is what we should have done. But somehow or other that was an 8, which is really weird. Anyway, we spotted the error. So 1, 3. Oh, this is good. Okay, so this is 3, this is 1, this is 5. 1 is in one of those two squares. I'm going to have a look. I can't see what colour that is. Oh, no, that's very bad, isn't it? Isn't that the one where everything is one side of it? The poltergeist. All orthogonal cells are either higher or lower. That's so useless. So that literally tells us nothing. We can make it odd again. One thing we should probably do. No, let's carry on with Sudoku. Let's carry on with Sudoku. 3, 6, 8 in the row. Nearly. That's not 3. Let's do these. 4, 6. No, 4, 7, 9. No. What am I talking about? What's going on? Why have I put 6 in here when I've got 6 there? It's absolutely nonsense. There's a 4. 3, 4, 8. And these are 6, 7, 9. That's not 4. Okay. Okay, but what I wanted to do was to think about which numbers I hadn't yet put into the creatures. So I've used 1. I've used 4, 5, 6, 8 and 9. So and I know one of those is a 7, don't I? So 2 and 3. Oh, that's huge. So yes, that is huge, because what that means is I haven't used 2 and 3, but the creature here, that's been revealed. That's a revealed digit. So that's not the creature. It's also in the same column as a creature. So one of these is a 3. is what we're being told. That's quite nice. And it's the creature. So that means this isn't 3. This is 3. Oh, well, it did something, but it didn't really reveal anything. I suppose we shouldn't have expected it to. Now, and that means that the creature in this box is a 2. Oh, and I suppose that is a 3, not only because this is a 2, but because it is in column 3, so it does index itself correctly. Now, box 2, unfortunately, that entire thing is box 2. We know the 2 is in one of those squares. Oh, that's gorgeous, yeah. Because the 2 is in one of these squares by creature logic, and we know it's a 2 indexer in here. Look, that's resolving some things. So 2 and 6, 2 goes here, 4, 3. Let's do the parity shading in case it helps us. So 3 is up here. What else can we get from that? Anything good? There's got to be a 4 up here, I think. Now, okay, so we know one of those is a creature. Let's try and yeah, I see. This is a 7. That's lovely as well, isn't it? Because we know that the creature here is a 2 and lives in these 2 squares, we've got our creature in rows 1 and 2 between these squares. So the creature in row 3 can now only live here, and we know it's a 7. Oh, it's a green. What was green? Green was the first number we thought of. So let's just clear all this up. Now green was... Oh, green's parity. Oh, that's quite useful. Yeah. Oh, so that's 9. Because, funnily enough, 7 and 9 have the same parity, not 7 and 8. So these both have to be odd. That's also doing some things, because 4 and 6 can't go in this one. So 4 and 6 have now been shuffled up to the very top of the grid, which means this square is 2 or 5 by Sudoku, and there's a 2 in its row. So that's 5, that's 5, that's 2. We got a 1 here, which places 1 over there. That's going to reveal... Okay, that revealed a 3. We know that is, don't we? So let's put that in. We know that now there's a 2 here by dint of sort of creature logic. And all we've got to do now is figure out what all these symbols mean. So 2 in a poltergeist is saying none of these can be a 1. So the 1 is placed in box 2. Because everything has to be higher or lower, and obviously they can't all be lower if they have to be 1s. So this is now 1. There's a 7-9 pair in this column. So these squares here are 6 and 8, which we can write in. That's 6, that's 4. That seems to have to be 4 if we trust our pencil marking. And why wouldn't we? Now, where should we look now? What's orange mean? Is orange the funny headless horseman? Yes. Well, okay, that's a 3. So we can get a 2 there. No 3s in the corner today. We haven't had a 3 in the corner for a few days. Okay, 5 in the top row I think has to go here, which means this is 7. This is 3. And that should be, if I'm not mistaken, a 9. Which means this is 6 or 8. So we've got a 6-8 pair now in column 3, and that seems to be 4. That's 8. That's 8. That's 6. That's 8. That's 6. I've not done very well with maintaining my parity shading, have I? But I think we're still going here. We're still gradually working our way through the puzzle. That seems to be a 6. Yeah, this is all. I think this is all done over this side. In fact, we must be there, aren't we? 7, 9, 7, 9. I could be correct. Now let's just check, because I didn't really think about some of these last criteria. So 2 here has to be that. Yeah, well, that's fine. 3 here mustn't be within a knight's move of itself and isn't. That's fine. 7 had to be next to all odd numbers and is. 4 all even numbers. 5 mustn't see a 5 anyway. Let's just double check by knight's move. That seems fine. That was the thing I forgot straight away, which is that those digits had to be bigger. 8 is the sum of those. Was that the only red one? What was the red one? Vampire. There was only one vampire in the grid. So let's double click all the 8s, make them the appropriate. Oh, hang on, what on earth? What's going on? All I wanted to do was to make all my 8s nicely shaded. I failed. Let's do 6s. Blue. They seem to work better. 4s. Blue. 2s. Blue. That didn't work as well. Right, 9s. Can I? Oh, I see I can. That's clever. I can just double click them all like that. Make them all orange. To press that and then press it again. And that is, I think, the solution to the puzzle. Yay! Happy Halloween! 300 people have done that. Wow. Well, Bridget, what a debut. Very, very nice puzzle. Made me forget the rules many times. What I liked was that, what I especially liked was that you had to keep tabs of which numbers you'd already put into the creatures. It was a very nice debut. Really, really lovely puzzle. That will be very popular, I predict. Rightly so. Some clever logic. Some choices, I think, about how you could approach it, whether you do parity shading or whether you just have an encyclopedic knowledge of what's already been and gone before. But let me know in the comments how you got on. Let me know about that chess thing at the beginning and whether it blows your mind as well. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.